Sige. Yes, definitely meron po kaming dinagdag just because it's really different pag binabasa siya. Your imagination comes to play, di ba? Parang ang colorful sobra ng utak natin when we're reading. Pero once in-adapt na siya into screen, kailangan natin gawin three-dimensional yung character. The motivations need to make sense. Bakit nga ba nila ito ginagawa? And I remember, ito yung pinag-uusapan natin nung una kaming nag-meet ni Rain. Sabi niya, we really, parang he wrote this when you were how old? Around 20 years old. Yun. So, certain nag-mature na rin yung, it was coming from a really young writer at that time. So we had to parang, kailangan namin himas-himasin yung ibang add different layers to the character. Yeah. Ikaw na mo kwento.
I would be the first to admit that my story, when I started writing it or when I wrote it, was very juvenile. It was very amateurish, and the fact that we were able to add more elements in order to cover the plot holes, these logical inconsistencies, is actually great for the series. And I have to give it to the director, to the writing team, and to the Webtoon Productions, kasi we are really trying to improve the source material. Kaya it's not an issue for me kung kailangan bang baguhin to, kailangan ba ito, kasi I know that every decision that we make, every decision that Viva makes, every decision that Direct makes, every performance or interpretation that the actors make will create a better output and will improve the source material at the end of the day.
And then for the cast, if meron ba kayo na personal layers, like for example, I'm portraying Loki, pero pag napanood ko, dapat may tataktilan, or for Jada, dapat kita si Jada dito. Like ano yung mga personal layers, and that, beyond what was written dun sa character niya.
Okay, this is for all the cast. Yeah?
Yeah, anyone I can ask.
Okay, anyone who would like to answer?
Sige ba? Honestly, for me, whenever I play a role siguro, syempre we have to stick to what's written or the description ng character. But as much as possible, you also want to be real, you also want to be authentic. So eventually, dapat kusa rin lumalabas yung kung sino, kung si Dylan, kung dapat lumalabas din yung konting Dylan na side. Kasi yun yung totoo talaga. So it's gonna be a mixture, a combination, a balance between. So, pero syempre, mas lalabas pa rin dapat, mas majority na lalabas yung description ni Loki or kung sino mang character niyo portray. Pero as much as possible, you also want to feel present, real, authentic. Yeah, yun lang po. Thank you.
Well, for me, I guess with Lorelai, I'd say in terms of layers to her dito sa live adaptation, I think one thing that we did discuss, diba tayo, Direk and Rain, one thing that we did discuss that we wanted to expound more on is Lorelai's trauma and her backstory of why she is the way she is and how that impacts kung paano siya nag-grow as the story progresses, or why she makes certain choices, or why she thinks the way she thinks. And I think dito sa live adaptation, kasi I know sa book, I did actually ask you questions about yung trauma ni Lorelai because yan yung mga hindi masyadong na-expound on sa book for whatever reason. Pero para sa akin kasi as an actress, specifically for Lori, I think importante siyang aspect dun sa character na yan. And it's not just because dahil lang she is, or her trauma is who she is. It's just a part of who she is. And I think it makes it really interesting as a character to see how she's able to push past that. And sana yung mga nanonood din, ma-inspire din na you're more than your past or the struggles that you eventually overcome. So yun, I would say yun nga, yung trauma ni Lorelai is something that we're able to explore more. Ako, in terms of my interpretation of her, although yes, she is quiet and I think what's interesting kasi she's she's meant to be more observant and she's very empathetic. But also, one thing that I really enjoy on set is discussing with Direct Cian what kind of different choices we can make for each scene in terms of delivery, diba, Ray, we were even discussing with certain things, yeah, that sort of thing. So, ayun, just giving her a bit more, I guess, for lack of a better term, siguro parang may konting spunk din in terms of yung pagtagulan nila ni Loki. And I think yan yung mga isa sa aspeto na hindi ko mas lalo ma-enjoy ng mga fans na mapanood.
Alright, any more wants to answer? Any more takers? Alright. Okay, we are gonna move on now. Rounding off batch 2 of our press, we have Nurse Almo from GMA Entertainment.
Hello. Good afternoon. May question is for Cian, since isa lang mo. Since nakapag-comedy ka na, nakapag-horror ka na, ano yung bagong learning mo dito sa project na to as a director? And may na-experience ka bang challenges or meron na ba? Kasi sabi ni Marco, malaki yung budget.
Ulit-ulitin ko lang yung sinasabi ko talaga na it's such a blessing na ito po yung mga artists that we're working with dahil they're also passionate. Gusto ko man ang simulan po doon. Yes, in terms of yung mga learnings, it's different yung mystery kasi it's very detailed, ang daming kailangang i-cover, and syempre we have to stay faithful to the book. Hindi naman ito pwedeng basta baguhin lang namin, basta mag-adlib na lang kami out of nowhere at mawala na lang kami. So, I think this is connected to what Jazz was saying kanina. Ang dami kasi nilang nilalagay na layer sa totoo lang. The vibe ko is sobra silang, aside from yung sabi kong enthusiastic, everyone's very curious and everyone is very matanong in terms of how they should deliver, and they have their own take.
Characters na yun compared to sa 16 or 17 sa original. So yun pa.
Thank you po.
Alright, very interesting to hear. Thank you so much. Patrick, now from Barangay LSFM at Hataw, we have John Fontanilla.
Congratulations to the cast and Cian. Congratulations. Kay Dylan, Dylan, may ka ba ba? Kasi malapit na ipalabas yung Project Loki, and then iniisip mo ba kung paano tatanggapin ng mga supporters ng Project Loki yung character mo bilang si Loki?
Yeah, hello po. Thank you for that question. Yes po, syempre meron pong kaba. I think it's normal din to feel every time na may bagong project or may bagong show or may bagong work. Nandun yung kaba. But at the same time, since alam naman namin lahat na each and every one of us is doing our best, nafe-feel namin yung excitement din. So nababalance ng kaba and excitement. And sobrang excited din. Sobrang. We're looking forward talaga sa airing. And ayun, sana matuwa ang audience, matuwa ang players, matuwa lahat ng mga manonood sa Viva, sa Signal, and even sa TV5, sa television. So, yun, I'm very excited, and we're all excited for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Great, maraming salamat po. Now, our TikTok content creator, let's hear from World of Jaws. Over there in the right corner.
Ayun. So, good afternoon everyone. My question is for the author, pero congratulations kasi this series looks something new to the Philippines. So, sa mga international na series na parang ganito, nakaka-hook talaga siya. So, I'm very excited for this one. So, for the author, for the cast to get to know their characters more, did you do a one-on-one with them to get to know their characters, their motivations?
I think the first thing that I did regarding their portrayal or their interpretation of the characters is to give them the character sheets based on the book. So they would know kung ano yung background, personality, appearance, and role in the story. So kahit na hindi nila ako makausap, meron silang parang written guide kung ano yung character nila. Next is, I think, if I remember correctly, nung cast reveal, nagkaroon ng session with after the event, nagkaroon ng session with the actors, and then medyo impromptu yun, pero I gave them some bullet points or insights regarding their character. Like, I remember telling someone here na you are the most important piece of this puzzle, so everyone's looking forward to your performance. So, ayun, they are free to interpret the characters the way they want. And kagaya na sinabi ni Derek kanina, the actors here added layers doon sa characters. I think that's a good thing kasi yun nga, nabibigyan pa na-flesh out pa lalo. And maybe in the books, I wasn't able to do that, but in this adaptation, I think that we will see more fleshed out characters with their backgrounds explored and their personalities expanded.
Thank you so much and congratulations.
Alright, good question. Maraming salamat sa'yo. Now, from Anong Ganap, Erwin Ogawa.
Hi guys, congrats sa new project. So kay Direk Sian, you've done comedy, you've done horror po. So anong kaibahan naman itong mystery project for you? Ano mga challenges?
Yung kaibahan po niya is, it's just very, there's no room for parang hindi siya it's not the type of material na pwede ka lang mag-ad-lib basta-basta. May mga moments na pwede that we can really make it light, pero ganun siya, detalyado kasi siya. And it has such we want to stay as faithful as we can. And yun, sa mystery kasi may mga elements na nilalagay early on, tapos may mga payoff sa dulo. So yun, I think that's the hardest and the most difficult part. And yung masaya din, kasi we're dealing with action, blood, and investigation, interrogation. So yun, maraming plenty of elements like that dito po. Very new para sa akin at the same time.
Okay, congrats in advance. Direk. And sa ibang cast, paano yung pinagandaan yung mga characters dito? Nag-research ba kayo? Or may pinanood kayo mga movies? Michael?
Kanina po. So, I portraying the role of Rhea po. As per getting myself ready to portray the role of Rhea, nag-workshop po kami. Nag-aaral po kami to further our skills in acting with the help of MQuest Ventures and of course our mentor, Derek Ryan, with the use of Chabang technique and also mga tao yung scenes with Rhea.
Thank you. Other cast?
Ako naman po, so as mentioned, in-encourage po talaga kaming lahat na basahin yung book. And aside from that, yung preparation ko po siguro kapag nasa shoot na kami, lagi ko pong kinakausap si Direk Sian kasi nabanggit nga po niya na meron kaming mga sarili naming interpretation habang nagbabasa kami. And from my experience po, sobrang opposite ng interpretation namin ni Direk Sian dun sa character ko. Pero ginawa po, minix po namin yung ideas namin. And I think yun yung best way na na-portray namin yung scene.
So collaborative no?
Yes, super, yeah.
Si Michael naman.
I've only had 2 shooting days pa lang, so I'm still trying to figure out my characters. Pero yung inspiration ko ngayon is, I've been watching a lot of Riverdale. I feel like it has a very, very similar energy and story behind it. And syempre, binabasa ko yung book sa Wattpad. Tapos I asked my art to send me the scripts din para makita ko yung storyline ng show compared to mga chapters that they're based about. So that's been helping me a lot. And then just spending time with Direk offside, off cam on the side, having little chit chats with him. He's so amazing at creating the space for us and just allowing us to be the characters that we are. So thank you.
For me, what I did, binasa ko yung book ulit-ulit and I tried to embrace my character as Basti in Montreal. And honestly, sa sobrang pagka-embrace ko, pati sa totoong buhay, nagiging clumsy na rin ako. Pero buti na lang yung natataba. Yun lang naman. So yeah, that's what I did. And yung media quest din, they are very hands-on. Nag-provide din sila ng workshop for us. And yeah, binabasa yung script again and again. Nanonood din ng movies na related with my role. And yeah, that's what I did.
Okay, and sa kabilang side, Skirt.
Ako naman po, I'm playing Stein Alberts, and sa mga readers po dyan,
Ay, pala.
so sa mga, I can't really say much about my character, pero sa mga readers po dyan, I know you know po, and it's very different sa mga previous roles ko po, and I really like it kasi na-challenge po ako. So bukod po sa binigyan po kami ng character deck, yung description about the character namin. And also, in-encourage po kami magbasa ng book. I'm also watching movies na related sa character ko para ma-help din po ako and makakuha din ako ng mga different techniques on how they execute it. Thank you po.
Pwede po pa ulit.
How did you prepare for your role?
Okay. Ako naman po kung paano ko po i-prepare yung character ko as Jamie Santiago. Yun po, nagbabasa po ako ng libro, yung book namin. Paulit-ulit ko din po siyang binabasa. Siyempre, kapag paulit-ulit po, lalabas po yung creativity po namin. So, ayun, isa din po yun. And preparation ko din po yun sa hair. And inaaral ko din po kung paano ko may lalabas yung character. So, ayun, very excited po sa first day ko po sa shooting. Sana po makapag-shoot na din po ako. And ayun, gusto ko din po magkaroon po ng workshop kahit isang beses lang. Kasi po sobrang complex po ng character ko. So, medyo may pressure and kinakabahan po ako. Kasi gusto ko din po talaga mabigyan yung justice yung character ko po as James Santiago. Yun lang po.
Martin?
Ayun po. And as Alistair, hindi kami nagkakalayo ng personality Green flag kasi siya, di ba?
Yes.
Walking green flag kami. Kidding aside, mostly pinapasa ko through players. Kung ano yung tingin nila kay Alistair. Mas nakikinig ako through players. Binabasa ko rin yung book, pero parang mas gusto ko lang pakinggan yung mga band sa mga players, kung ano si Alistair, ganyan. Tapos, pinagsasama ko na lang yung thoughts ng fans and through book and sa script. Yung description ni Alistair, ayun, inaaral ko naman. Parang ina-adapt ko na kaya, parang ako na nga siya. Di ba magka-birthday kami, Kuya Chris? Ayun, parang feel ko ako na siya. Feel. Well, yun lang.
Kinachida, main cast.
Well, personally, ako po kung paano ko siya pinaghandaan. Una-una sa lahat, nung pinitch pa lang po yung project na to sa akin, binasa ko agad yung mga books. And aminado naman po ako, I went beyond the reading assignment. Like, I personally really enjoyed immersing myself sa Project Loki Universe. So, I finished volumes 1 through 3. And it was really just sort of getting to know the character. Of course, I referenced yung character deck na binigay binigay ni Rain. And also, yes, we've done a couple of workshops with Coach J. Cruz, which has been helpful, and it's a different approach in terms of acting. But I think in terms of preparation, I'll elaborate more in terms of our day-to-day. It's a lot of consultation with Direct Cian. Ako, personally, I really like to ask in terms of what's his vision for a specific scene or get his insight. So, it's really a collaborative process, and also really knowing learning the script kasi gaya nga po, since just to kind of elaborate na since marami po sa inyo nagtatanong kung ano po talaga din yung mga challenges dito sa project na to. It's very wordy, maraming exposition, it's very informative, so marami din po kayong matututunan sa dialogue in terms of that. So ayun, so it's learning the dialogue, and but then at the same time you also don't want to over-prepare in that sense because you want to give yourself that space to feel. So yun siguro. And then before we do a scene, depende po sa eksena eh, but personally for me, when it comes to more emotional scenes, I kind of isolate a little bit and kind of just internalize kung ano na-feel ni Lori and kind of reference that, and then also, you know, try to relate it to my experiences in life. So, ayun, siguro yun yung mga preparations ko for it. I mean, and also, I mean, in terms of the more physical stuff, like I've had to dye my hair brown again. I had red hair before. I had to get bangs for the role, that sort of thing. So, ayun.
Ayun. Same with my co-actors, ang preparations ko din is, of course, reading the book, Project Loki. So I've read Volume 1 and Volume 2, and I've also been watching movies and series related to anything related to the genre of investigation, mystery, crime. And yun nga, just keep on reading the script, keep on reading the book, and just to, para mas maintindihan mo yung character and mas ma-embody mo yung character. And ito ba, may preparation kami ginagawa. Kasi there was this one time, lumabas kami ni Mami, nag-mall kami, kumain kami. Pero the next day may taping. So, I had to bring my script with me. Tapos, si Mami na-curious siya. Sabi niya, sige nga, sample lang mo ako ng script. Sabi ko, Mama, wag dito sa restaurant. Sabi ko, babasahin ko lang konti lang. Kasi she didn't know that it was like, mostly English. Eh, pag nakikipag-usap ako kay Mami, Tagalog. So sabi niya, sige, sample mo. So, example ako konti. Tapos, sabi niya, grabe na, kaya mong i-memorize yung mga lines, yung mga dialogue. Kasi just like what Jada said, it's very wordy, daming dialogues. Though it's Taglish naman, I mean, more English, tapos may Tagalog. And so sabi niya, Mami, after namin kumain, sabi niya, punta tayo, healthy options, bili tayo pang memory. Sabi ko, sige ma'am, actually, that's a good idea. Sabi ko, tara ma'am, after nito, bili tayo pang memory. Kasi ako din, like, prepare ako whenever I get the chance to prepare at home to study the script. As in, grabe talaga. I mean, honestly, yeah, 5 pages usually sa isang scene lang. So, grabe talaga. Kailangan talaga mag-prepare. As in, you have to prepare talaga. And you have to just do your best. Give your full effort, all out talaga. Para pagdating sa set, di ba, walang delays. Dapat matapos on time para, di ba, walang mga delays na mangyayari. So, matinding preparation, I believe, for each and every character, even for the directing, for everyone else. Yun lang po.
And last, Marco, preparation.
I mean, of course, like everybody said, reading the book is a must. And aside from watching movies, I feel like when I was on set, for some reason, this role kind of like pressured me on bringing it differently from my previous one because they're kind of similar, authoritative, nonchalant. And then when I saw the script, I wanted to give it a different atake naman. Kasi there's a brotherhood here that it felt like at the beginning it felt like I was going to be authoritative, not really feeling it, and then eventually with the help of Direk, we were able to find out that there's still a certain kind of warmth towards his little brother. And you know, it was nakakapanibago yung style ni Direk sa pagiging collaborative sa set. Kasi sanay naman ako na pupunta ka sa set, i-guide ka ni Direk na this is how I want it. And I remember the first day, he was just, yeah, go for it. Sabi mo, huh? what do you mean, go for it? He's like, let me see how you interpret the character. And of course, being given that responsibility gives you that kind of like pressure na pagdating mo sa bahay sa next taping day, i-prepare mo sarili mo na may iba't ibang atake ka para pag hindi nag-work yung isa, meron ka nang naka-prepare. And of course, our job as actors, probably the rule that we have is like come to the job prepared, knowing your lines. Because when I first saw the script, medyo nagulat din ako, like 10 pages, monologue. What? I mean, it wasn't a monologue, they would reply, pero grabe yun. Medyo matindi yung mga eksena na mahaba yung linya. Ma-dialogue nga. That's what, the genre that we have now. So, a lot of preparation of the lines, for sure.
Okay, best of luck. I'm sure maraming mahuhok sa series na to.
Can I just add like din a little something lang? Nakakatuwa like listening to all of them kasi like just to share, lahat sila magkakaibigan dito eh. And kung naririnig nyo naman, kung nakikita nyo naman, ang babait talaga nila, like genuinely, hindi dahil pakahap sila sa press and sa media, oh, papakabait kami ha dito, tapos galit kami sa set. Like what Marco mentioned, there's no drama, which is the camaraderie sa kanila. Like we would, of course, we would set up, gagawin namin yung kailangan namin gawin as production, pero pagkakita namin sa kanila, magkakasama lang sila, kumakain together. So nagtutulungan talaga sila. And just seeing that, it's such a breath of fresh air na, alam mo yun, nagtutulungan, walang tataasan ng ego here. Everyone is lifting each other up, which is yun nga, yun po yung sana, pinapanalangin ko rin na amidst all that, I hope it really pours out sa final, sa mismong material namin ito. Pag pinalabas na po kami this Feb 21 po sana, makita niyo po yung camaraderie. Ang babait nila nakaka-amaze lang na parang, walang sense of yabang. ni tinge, di ba? So that's such the blessing in working with all of them po.
Thank you, Derek.
Alright, thank you, Direk. Thank you, actor. Sir Erwin, now we will jump to our final media outlet for today, and that is, of course, from the Philippine Star, Miss Dolly Ann Carvajal.
Hi. Hi, Jada. Hi, dear mom and dad.
Hello po.
My question, everybody can answer, no? Kasi your project is about mystery, no? And you know naman, all of us are slaves to social media now. So, do you still believe in keeping a little mystery, or you have to put it out there? All out there.
Personally, for me, I think it's healthy to leave a little mystery. I think having a sense of privacy button is still important. Well, I mean, to each their own, I suppose. But personally, for me, ako, importante pa din, there's that sense that may certain parang boundaries pa din. But at the same time, in terms of how, I can only speak with how I present myself. Ako po, I really would like to present myself authentically as possible. And kumbaga, parang what you see is what you get. When you meet me, that sort of thing. I mean, lalo na dito sa industriya to, there's a lot of mga misconceptions, madaming judgmental, kumbaga parang some people are more misunderstood than others. But yun nga, I think, having that sense of mystery is good, a healthy amount, but then at the same time, I think it makes for a good parang payoff po kapag nakilala ka ng mga tao na, ay, ganito pala siya. So, yeah, siguro yun. I would say, yes, it's good to have a little bit of that sense of mystery. It keeps things exciting.
Ang ganda ulit ng sagot ni Jada. Pero I agree with Jada. It's healthy, I think, for everyone din to keep a sense of mystery. I mean, ako honestly, I don't really wanna show like all out sa public. I mean, like I don't wanna really show much of myself. But at the same time, parang you also want to be authentic. You also want to be real. You also want to show your true self, diba? Pero same din na sinabi ni Jada sa industry, medyo mahirap din kasi yun nga, may mga misconceptions, iba yung may interpret nila sa ipapakita mo ugali, or sa kung ano man ipakita mo, or kung ano mga actions na ipakita mo. So yeah, for me it's okay and it's good to have a sense of mystery. Yun lang. Thank you.
Yes, definitely have a sense of mystery and laging magtira para sa sarili. Because yun, anything you put out there, it's out na para sa publiko and you're ino-offer mo na para sa lahat to give their comments. Diba? Some will be positive, some will be negative. So just be, we all have to just be prepared, and it also comes din kasi sa line of work natin na kailangan natin mag-TikTok, kailangan natin sumayaw. Napapasayaw na nga ako minsan, di ko lang pinopost kasi nakikita ko sila
So you was enjoyed ba now as a director than when you were acting? Less intrigue ba pag director? Wala nang leading ladies.
It's being a director is very fulfilling because at work, magkaiba po talaga siya. It's hard to compare one with the other. Pero it's just my heart is very at peace while directing, seeing all the actors, seeing them grow and seeing them shine. And yun nga, lagi ko sa kanila pinapaalala, huwag yung problemahin na magiging pangit kayo, yung performance nyo. Don't even perform para sa akin or para to anyone. Just give me 10%, just enjoy what it is that you're doing. Yun pa lang po, minsan nag-uusap kami Dylan, bigla kaming nag-iyakan. Ay, naiyak ako nung nagkukwento ako kay Dylan. But parang sabi ko, Dylan, it's just giving me so much joy to see you guys express, mailabas yung mga emosyon na yun on cue sa trabaho na kailangan natin gawin. So yun, definitely there's much fulfillment in creating something in the coming
Will we see you in front of cameras again soon?
Yes, of course.